Awaken puppets of Geppetto, and welcome fans, new and loyal, to the next installment of your Lies of P Overture DLC Platinum Guide. An easy to follow one at that. Right, we got to the zoo first safe house. There is an upper section which we're going to come back through, as to get there from the outside. Well, to get outside, you need to open it from the outside first. Equip your thermite. Exit. Oh no. Wrong exit. That's the one. And we're going to throw 2 thermites at the upper monkey. Head to the left for 10 sawtoothed wheels. Not that we really need those anymore. Right, onward. There are 3 carcasses, so that's 2 of them. Where'd be the oh, you're the 3rd. There we go. And then behind the cabana hut is a cluster grenade. Then there are 2 more carcasses. Rude. And this is a new item, Gemini's Enhanced Detection. So that increases the amount of ergo you get for a limited period of time. However, we've got plenty, so I don't really use those. Oh no, here's the drop. Me trying to roll through invincible things. Right. At the edge, the mini kangaroo. 2 thermites. No, the mini kangaroo. There we go. Okay, just making sure the big roo is calming, as we don't want to fight both of these elites. There you go. Once the big roo's going away again, we're going to come down, we're going to drop. We're going to head to the left. Grab this dark moonstone, and we're going to fight the large monkey over here. Oh. There we go, now I can transfer it. Ow. Oh, big ow. There we go. So many times I was like, oh, just one more hit. Oh, not dead? Okay, just one more hit. Drop is not guaranteed, so I won't pick that up. Oh no. Yeah, not guaranteed. Head to the left, there is a mini kangaroo here. Or a rolling roo. You can get an enhanced, if you can get a perfect block on the roll, that makes it quite easy. This is a miraculous recovery ampule. And I'm just going to wait for the big roo to be heading away. Grab Vivid Ergo. climb up this ladder. So yeah, there is another monkey there, as you can see. We're going to deal with that in a moment. Rush across here, over the net, and we're going to get a plunge attack. Open the chest, and we're going to get 2 broken grindstones. Not broken as in overpowered, broken as in literally not functioning. The cutting and piercing grindstones. We repair these later on, and in my opinion, they're not worth it. Not when you could use perfection instead. For the big Roo, we're going to use the bow. Yes, it takes a while, but it is the safest way to deal with it. So you're charging, and once you get that little flash, you're then going to let go to get a critical shot. Otherwise, it's a bit underwhelming. So, as I said, yes, it takes a while. But this guide is supposed to be easy to follow and keeping the game as safe as possible. I don't do this strategy too often. There's a few ranged enemies that we do ranged fights with. There we go. Drop down. I think this is from, yeah, no, that's the little room. What's this? Fable Cat, okay. I did not mean to press triangle. Oh well. Right, onward. Catch up with notes. Quick right for a special resistance over here. Then Frozen Lake has 2 blobs. So this first one, we're going to use the bow. And then we're going to rope and swing. So once we get to this item, this monkey here is going to wake up. And then this is a tech crank. Now we're going to come up here and up the ladder. Grab 3 crescent moonstones. Do not go down here yet. Importantly, we're going to open the shortcut so we can now skip all those lower enemies. Up here is a secret letter with the Ouroboros emblem. Scroll to the end, and this is going to teach you about the Order trying to get Geppetto. And basically their aim is so that they can get command of the puppets. Open the shortcut back to the safe house. And to the right is a special ampule. Rest at the Stargazer. And let's get a level up. Level up capacity once to 46 if you're following along with my leveling guide from the main series. And we're going to warp to the hotel. Alright, back at the hotel. Can take off these thermites. At the Vanini craft machine, craft, and you'll see we now have 2 new Legion arms. The Icarus and the Cataclysm. Cataclysm is a shotgun. The Icarus fires out saw blades. We're going to use the Icarus later on for certain bosses. The Cataclysm I'm going to do first. So, buy the Cataclysm. And then modify. Cataclysm. Should have enough to get it all the way to level 3 if you've been following along with my main guide. There we go. So that's 1 of 2 DLC Legion arms. Up we go, we're going to gather fruit.
Stalker.
And with friendship on 3 and 12, that's more than enough, so I'm just going to keep going for recovery. And make sure to switch the cube's wishstone to recovery. I'm then going to equip that, so that's 3 extra heals during a non-summonable fight, which we're about to have. And let's go spend some ergo on some levels.
Whatever choice you...
So level up. Oh, actually before level up, I forgot you can't spend the boss ones. So I'm going to spend the Burnt White King's ergo for 10,000. Now at the level up screen. Add ergo. We're going to spend 4 Resplendent Chunk. So those are the 3,000s. 4 Radiant Chunk. Those are the 2,000s. And then with Dim Chunks, you're just going to spend as needed until you can get to the 2nd level. So for me, that's just the 1. You might have to spend 2 of those. 2 levels, both go into capacity to get that to 48. Stargazer. Switch your Legion arm to the Aegis, as I prefer to use that for bosses. Teleport to the Savannah Experience Center. Okay, first main boss of the DLC, the Tyrannical Predator. So this is a fight that's very easy to panic and die in. The damage that this boss does is very, very real. It hits hard. The key thing is simplicity to win this fight. Hit and run tactics. Focus on your defense first, and you should be fine. You've got plenty of Legion meter, so you can use the Aegis. Beware the grab. When its mouth goes into the snow and it charges at you, that is a grab. So up, across, grindstones work nicely to recover your weapon durability during the fight. And let's just check, what have we got? We've got slash, so I'm going to change slash to the larder space for strike damage to help with some of our damage reduction. As for the main game, I'm going to skip cutscenes. However, do watch cutscenes, although I don't think there is much of a cutscene to this. I think it's just rawr. Oh, that's a grab. Oh, the tail every time. Oh, grab. Watch out for the tail. Oh. Oh. Dash too early there. So yeah, this is where you can see that big old damage kicking in. Dashing too early, Drew, come on. Oh, I got away with that. Okay, fine. Get charging. Oh, that's dead. Oh dear, sorry viewers. But showing you that it's fine. On my blind playthrough, which is also on my channel, you'll see that this took me numerous attempts. I had a really clean fight in my guide prep, so I was due a death to the tyrannical predator. Just sadly, it was one that you all had to witness, but it's fine, it happens. That's part of the game. Stop getting eaten. That's embarrassing now, Drew. Perfect block times. Ooh. There we go. There we go. Okay. Down, let's go swing. Table. There. Oh. Aha, I got you that time. Wham! Okay, let's charge this up. Okay, let's go. Charge. Oh, that's it. Have a shot. Okay. Oh. Aha! Remembered. Oh, tail. Okay, don't get cocky. Through. Heal. Charge. There we go. Second time. But yeah, I mean, I missed a lot of perfect blocks on that fight, so that could definitely be easier for you if you get your perfect block timing in.
Normally get? Anyway, that was a huge takedown, buddy.
Huge takedown, buddy.
Might I say, you're pretty good at this.
Auto drops a full moonstone. Onward. And it's not here, no, it's up the ladder. You're gonna come across a new type of puppet, and these ones are Thicc. Markiona has a thing for the thighs. Over here, grab this star fragment. We can't open this door yet. You need Markiona's key. Repair the stargazer. At the stargazer, we're going to level up. Add ergo. You're going to spend 1 vivid crystal for 7,000, 1 radiant chunk for 2,000, and then dim chunks to plug the gap so you can get to 2 levels. So that was 1 for me, might be 2 for you. Both into capacity to get it to 50. Switch Legion Arm, and we're going to swap to Puppet String and the Cataclysm. That's what all that extra capacity does, is allows us to put on 2 Legion Arms. So we have options. Outside, you're going to grab this attribute ampule. Open the door. So I'm going to put on the Cataclysm. So the Cataclysm, hold down L2 and you get the shot charged up. First Thicc puppet, 1 shot, charge up. 2 shots. Rope seems to be a little inconsistent with these, although this one with its back turned should be fine. Because they jump back sometimes. 2 Thicc puppets, onward for another. Get my shot at the ready. And then there is another, so I'm going to charge this again, as there is an ambush before the sniper. There you go. Rules of snipers still the same. Rope. There we go. Right. To the right, grab this electric blitz abrasive. Pop a Legion magazine. Note that there's an electric cane in that cage there. We'll deal with them momentarily. Up here, there is a normal enhanced rope for these. Enhanced rope plus charge, and then you've got the stagger. Inspect the body.
Whoa, get a look at this impressive handiwork. I've seen something like this before, but... Wait,
The legendary
ever heard
stalker.
of the legendary stalker? If not, just keep going. I'll explain later.
Right, take the low road, and we've got these new enemies, these spellcasters. So I'm going to use this pillar as cover. For a bit of divide and conquer. Ugh. There we go. And then you're the last one. Now I'm going to use the tree. There we go. Right. Grab throwing cell and Legion mag. Now careful, as the Cane Elite in here is very strong. As he is guarding an ancient disc. Oh. There we go. Drop is random, sadly, so we won't be picking that up in the guide. This is an ancient disc. Now you've done that, the only drops there are random drops, which I'm not picking up, so that I'm not going to have any items that you won't. One of those, one of these, there we go, and one of these. Here's the second musketeer. Onward and to the right first to open this shortcut door if you need to go back to the Stargazer. Okay, so here we've got a mini champion elite. Open up shop. Oh. Always roll after he does the punch up. There we go. After the bop, you get the emergency directive number 1. Grab the acid abrasive, and this ladder has dropped down as well. So emergency directive number 1 is going to tell you essentially that the legendary stalker is about, and orders are for everyone to dispatch of her. Grab this radiant chunk, navigate around for a half moonstone. Gonna pop another Legion mag. Get the Cataclysm. So the Cataclysm, if you charge and fire at the exact point where the red goes, you do get a bonus. However, if you fail, like you see there, it is quite underwhelming. There we go. Past the ladder, and there's another one of these spellcastery ones. There we go. Oh! And if I'd looked at my notes, I would have seen this one. Once you get the stagger on them, they give up the booty. Grindstone coating capsule. Really cool item. You don't get too many of them, but that restores your special grindstone uses, so very useful to have for boss fights. Up the ladder. You. Dispatch of the spellcaster. Left for one of these musketeer enemies. Continue left for another one. Past these crates. Grab a Fable Catalyst. I'm going to use 2 Legion mags. Something that I never really used in the main game. And we need to be careful here as up the ladder are 2 Thicc and 1 caster waiting in ambush. So I'm going to try my grindstone quickly. Oh dear. Let me heal. we go. Horrible section. From the ladder, take the left for a dim crystal. And then up the ladder, and we're at a safe room.
Everything I'm seeing makes me think this room belongs to a master
So this
puppeteer.
is Markiona's room. You get the warning to
This is a
Markiona
message for Markiona, my sadly not departed
from the
friend.
legendary stalker herself.
Important matters brought me to your door.
So I'm going to skip, but I recommend you don't skip
searching
unless you're
for
very
my lost
familiar with this, you've done
apprentice.
it before.
I hope you don't.
Okay, so we
And we get
are
the echo player, which
definitely,
allows us to play those
absolutely,
recordings.
irrefutably in the past. Unbelievable.
A red ribbon that someone
The
dropped, so
Leia
that's
Florence.
we're going to meet a
She's the
friend
one they
later on.
call
And
the legendary
sadly we don't
stalker.
have to do anything, we don't come back here and get the
Story is,
ribbon.
she
It's
went
purely there to
missing a
show
long time
that
ago
Markiona
in
definitely
Prague,
was the
as
one
it
that
happens,
trapped
but
our friend.
Here she is, still building the legend. And between Markiona and Leia, I know who we're siding with.
Drop,
We still don't know why we're here.
drop.
but
So we're now on the other
maybe
side
we're
of this
here to
gate.
meet the legendary
Here.
stalker.
And onward we go to our next Stargazer. Right, level up, add Ergo, spend Dim Crystal for 5,000, and then Dim Chunk. 4 of those for me, it might be 5 for you, but we need to use enough to get to 2 levels. And this time, Motivity is where we're going. 2 levels into Motivity to get that to 32. Switch the Cube's Wishstone to Friendship, as we're going to have a Spectre. If you want to see this fight without a Spectre, if you watch my blind playthrough, I do all the fights without summons in that. However, in the interest of making this as easy to follow a guide, we're going to summon Spectres for bosses which allow us to. And then switch Legion Arm, swap the Cataclysm for the Aegis. So Puppet String does quite well in this fight. However, in case you want the Aegis for its defense, that's something that is available to you. Star Fragment to summon a Spectre. So yeah, we're about to fight Markiona, the Puppeteer of Death. Now you'll see she is a 2 against 2 because we have a Spectre, Markiona and her puppet. If the rope is blue, Markiona is going to attack. If it's red, the puppet is going to attack. We are going to focus on Markiona. The puppet string works well, and the Spectre should make this a really easy fight, to be honest. Yeah, let's go. Amazing cutscene, by the way, which sadly I'm going to skip for video brevity.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
Red.
Don't you know how foolish it is to impede the path of the alchemists?
Oh, I hurt your little. Okay, we're gonna get her into aggro mode soon. Oh, beautiful. And then you get it. So as you said, the Spectre just taking that extra
Can't get
aggro
away
from
quick
us.
enough, can you? Ugh, how humiliating that you should see the power I was saving for later.
Ooh, missed that explosion. Okay, that's fine.
Don't you know how foolish it is to impede the path of the alchemists?
Whenever you get to hurt the hand. And a stagger. Grindstone. Yeah, the Grindstone is something that I should have been using.
None who enter this greenhouse may leave with their lives.
And there we go.
I had no right.
So yeah, and that was me
layer.
not using the Grindstone
It
until the
should
last
have
minute.
been the two
I
of
also
us,
did not focus on the fence.
lost in a fight to the death.
Okay, we get the Macabre Puppeteer's Ergo, which we are not going to spend. We're going to trade that in. And we get Markiona's Key. You also get your DLC trophy number 1 of 11, the Puppeteer of Death. Lots of goodies from that fight. Fire up the Stargazer.
We got a key from
Gemini pointing at the obvious again. Motivity, 3 levels to 35. And we're now going to teleport to 1-5 Greenhouse Outdoor Garden, where it's got the little key symbol. Now we can come through this door with Markiona's Key. And we're going to head inside and we're going to get Leia's cutscene. All the cutscenes, all of the story, all incredible in this game. Definitely one to watch if you've not seen before, or watch it again. However, skipping purely for
This
video
can't
brevity.
be. Are all those
We get a new
humans?
coat, the red and tail coat,
Just how
get our
evil does
vampire
someone
look
have to
going
be
on,
to
and the
do
blood-stained
something
locket
like this?
key item. Red and coat, I'm going to take off the hat. Ludwig von Carlo. Head on.
Hello.
And there's ROSAURA, our little friend.
Will you be my friend?
At the Stargazer, switch the Aegis back to the Cataclysm. And let's talk to ROSAURA before we finish the video.
Hello. ROSAURA wants to be your friend. Will you be my friend?
Really sad
ROSAURA wants
story
to be
behind this
free.
character.
But I need my shoes
A
to
very
do
moving
that.
end to it as well.
Please, I will wait for you.
So ask about how she lost her
ROSAURA, oh,
shoes,
but I lost
and she
my
says that she
shoes
was in
while
the
I
bird cage, and then you can see that she doesn't have a ribbon in her hair. Why does
I
she want
have
to
a
be
precious
free?
friend.
She has a precious friend.
I miss that. We played all the time. ROSAURA wants... I want to go back to the roses. Please, I will wait for you.
And as you later find out that that precious friend is none other than Carlo. So we are helping Carlo's childhood friend, the ROSAURA puppet. And to do that first we need to find her red shoes, which we will be doing in the next video. So there we are. That is another section of this amazing DLC complete. In the next video we're going to the circus. I can't wait to take you there. I really hope that you're enjoying the guide so far. If you are, please drop a like on the video, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe as well. It really does mean the world to me. Thank you all for all your support, thank you for watching, and until I see you in the next video, bye for now.